Scott Flowers with Cloud Ninjas. Today we're going to continue our series on the Dell PowerEdge R7425. In this video we're going to specifically focus on RAID. Let's get going. Hey, thanks for stopping by today to learn a little bit more about the Dell PowerEdge R7425. Do us a favor, if you find anything that helps you in this video, click that like and smash that subscribe. All right, let's hop in. As I mentioned, this video is going to be specifically dedicated to RAID. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to start by putting up a handy chart that is going to show you the compatible RAID options and their various specs as just a nice breakdown to compare your choices and help you select the one you want. Then what we're going to do is we're going to install the RAID. So we're going to show you literally step by step how will you physically install your RAID, and then at the end we're going to show you how to configure RAID 5 within your system and show you literally step by step again on how to configure RAID 5. So yes, there'll be a lot going on, so let's hop into the good stuff. All right, the first thing that I want to point out is that the R7425 will only support PCIe RAID. So it will only support PCIe RAID. That's going to be your form factor. If you wanted to use one of these nice little convenient mini monos that are available and prevalent for a lot of the 14th and 13th gen for that matter, unfortunately this is not going to be a solution that works. Throw it out. All right, so what you're going to get here is going to be a PCIe card. That's going to be your solution. If you also note, there are two different PCIe cards. Well, there's a bunch of them, but as far as where the connectors are at, there's two different PCIe cards. Some of them are a little bit shorter and some of them are a little bit longer. So if I compare these two right here, you'll notice that where the connectors are at on the card are actually a little bit different. And what's even crazy is that within, say, an H730P, you can have some that are shorter and some that are longer. So you have to be a little bit careful on certain machines. Most of those are going to be your smaller box systems like your R240 and your R340, stuff like that, where it really isn't going to fit necessarily. With this machine, it's going to work perfectly fine, and you'll be able to use the longer one or the shorter one. Either of them are going to work. I wanted to just highlight all that in advance because the fact that it's not using a mini mono kind of throws a wrench into a lot of people's plan, and you need to make sure you get the right PCIe RAID. All right, next up, let's throw up a handy little chart here that's going to show you the different RAID options. A lot of it's the exact same that you might be used to within the Dell family for the 13th and 14th gen. That's going to be your H330, your H730, your H730P, your H740P, your H840. There's a lot of great options. HBA 330, which I'm not a huge fan of, but great for NVMe. But these are going to be the overarching options, and here's a great chart that's going to let you see the if it has cache, if it's a hardware RAID, which also we should talk about the software RAID that's supported, which is going to be the S140 as well. So again, all these are just different options that can be used, and we have a nice little breakdown here for you. All right, next up, let's show you how to install your PCIe RAID card. Before we do, grab my ESD gear and be right back. All right, have my ESD gear. We are safe to work on our machine. So I actually wanted to go ahead and slide these closer, and again, just do a close-up where you can see where the ports are located. Again, either one of these will work just fine. So let's go ahead and set these to the side. We're going to open our top. All right, so now that our top is off, you'll notice our RAID cable is already ran to the back plane. Makes it nice and easy. There's also not a dedicated RAID port, just like there's not a dedicated mini mono. I like to use the bottom slot. So what we're going to do here is we're simply just going to lift our blue clip up, and then I've already removed the bracket, but if you want to remove your bracket, it's pretty simple. You literally, once you move your blue clip up, you just take this out. So I'm going to put this back in here. There's little pegs that you'll see on the side that they kind of hook into, and then this can slide back down and lock them into place, and that's essentially what we're going to do right now with our PCIe card. So now that we've got our space cleared out, we are going to gently bring our card in here, and what we're going to do is down here, the tip of our card, so the tip of the metal bracket right there, we have lined up with a nice little groove. We have our leads lined up, and then right here, this might be covered a little bit, but this black little plastic piece, this is going to slide into, okay? So we're going to go ahead and then just push all this in, nice and easy. It's all lined up, and you'll see the leads go fully in. the PCB lines up with the black piece, and then our tip comes in and everything's nice and straight. And then we're going to take our blue piece back here and just slide this back down and lock this into place. So this is physically locked into place. So now we're going to take our RAID cable and we are simply just going to pop this in, nice and easy. And this will just click into place. And just like that, we've installed our PCIe RAID card. All right, so now that we've installed our RAID card, we're going to show you how to configure RAID 5, and we're going to show you step-by-step instructions, including screen captures of exactly what it'll look like for your system. So let's hop in.
Hey guys, it's Ben with Cloud Ninjas, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to configure RAID 5. You're going to want to make sure that you have a RAID controller installed into your server. Scott showed you how to do this beforehand, so go ahead and follow his instructions. And then once you've installed a RAID controller, you can actually go ahead and configure RAID 5. And not just RAID 5, you can configure other RAID levels as well, but specifically in this video, we're going to be going over RAID 5. You also want to make sure that you have a minimum of 3 drives installed in order to configure RAID 5. This is something that's specific for RAID 5. RAID 0 and RAID 1, they have different minimum drive requirements. So go ahead and research the drive requirements for the desired RAID level that you are looking for, and then just make sure you have that number of drives installed. And if you want to install more than that minimum, then you're more than welcome to. But specifically for this video, you're going to want to need a minimum of 3 drives plugged into your server. So in order to get started, you want to go ahead and boot up your server. And during post, you want to go ahead and press F2 so we can go into system setup. Once in system setup, go ahead and scroll down to device settings. Once we're in device settings, you want to go ahead and click on the option that represents our RAID controller. And inside of this menu, we can go ahead and click on configuration management. And then we can click on create virtual disk. Once we're in here, we can go ahead and select our RAID level. So like we said earlier, we're going to go ahead and do RAID 5. We're going to leave unconfigured capacity checked, and then we're going to select physical disk. We want to go ahead and change the media type to both and then apply those changes. And then down here, we want to select all 3 of our drives, and then we want to click apply changes. Now we just want to go ahead and click OK. And then we can scroll up and then click create virtual disk, then click confirm, and then yes. Then we can just go ahead and click OK again. So really what that was saying was that, hey, if you do this operation, if we create this virtual disk, it'll erase all the data that is on those drives. So if you're okay with erasing the data that's on these drives, or those drives have no data at all, then you're all good to create the virtual disk. Now, once that's done loading, there's only one step I like to take just so I can make sure that everything was done properly and that creating this virtual disk did indeed work. So we want to go back to that main menu and then go to virtual disk management. And here we can see where it says virtual disk 0, RAID 5. So this is that RAID 5 array that we just created. So as you can see, it did indeed work, and we have successfully configured RAID 5. If you found this video useful, go ahead and leave a like and smash the subscribe. And if you're interested in purchasing a custom built server, whether it's Dell, HP, Supermicro, Cisco, we have plenty in stock. We also have AMD Ryzen servers, AMD EPYC servers, Intel Xeon scalable servers. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and email us at sales@cloudninjas.com. That's sales@cloudninjas.com. Take care, guys.